Hi, in this Article Forge review, we're going to talk about how to create quality long-form content using Article Forge. So, in case you're not familiar with Article Forge, it is a AI text content writer, and it doesn't use a lot of the other AI engines that other AI content writers use. And so, as a result, it produces really, really high-quality content that you can get done in one click. So that's really, I think, what sets Article Forge apart is it can create long form, 1,500 words or more content very, very quickly and simply. And so we're going to go through and run through an example of that today. So I have a dog website, a dog niche website, and so we're going to go ahead and create an article for that. Now, what I have a pay plan with Ubersuggest. So here we are, my Ubersuggest dashboard. And you can also use the free Ubersuggest to do this as well. But let's say I want to write, we're going to do a little keyword research, right? Popular small dog breeds. All right, let's see what we come up with here. Let me just move myself out of the way. And okay. And so when we get these results, what you're going to have is, what the keyword is, and then the monthly search volume. Now the cost per click if you were doing paid ads, paid difficulty, and then SEO difficulty. So if you're trying to rank in the search engines, that's what you want to pay attention to is search engine difficulty. So we can resort these. Let's go, I don't think we're on page 1, so let me see where we're at here. Yeah, we're on page 2. Let's go to page 1. Okay, and so SEO difficulty. So just the keyword I put in, popular small dog breeds, it's got a search volume about 1,900 searches per month, but red difficulty at a rank of 71. And so what I like to do is I like to sort the search difficulty by lowest. Okay, and so here's where we see, 4 is very low, should be easy to rank for. But as you can see, this is probably not a super popular keyword, small dog breed 7 letters, and as a result, it has a search volume of 0. So what we want to try and do is find low SEO competition, ideally in the green, maybe yellow, but also with at least some decent search volume. So let's just go down. We can see we're all in green still, but the search volume is extremely low on this page, so probably really not much. Now we're starting to get some traffic. Now remember also, when it says 10 searches a month, that's an estimate. It might be 5, it might be 30, so sometimes going after these low volume keywords actually can be good because you can start to get some pages ranking in Google, and then that can actually help your overall site, okay? But, you got to see if it's a reasonable keyword. 30 most popular small dog breeds, popular small dog breeds in India, Australia. Some of these are pretty specific. Obviously it's not 2020 anymore, so that probably is not a good keyword. So let's just keep looking. Let's go to page 2 here. So we can see picking up volume a little bit. Here we go. Top small dog breeds. 300, that's kind of interesting. Top small dog breeds, 320 searches in a month, and should be very easy to rank for. Got a green of 15. So let's see what else we got here. Small dog breeds sale. So a lot of search volume actually. It should be easy to rank for, but my site doesn't really talk about selling dog breeds. Look at this. This is interesting. Popular small dog breed. I think our main keyword was popular small dog breeds with the S, okay? Now that actually was pretty competitive. At a rank, I think, of 71, but if you take the S off, it's interesting. Where to go? Popular small dog breed. 1,900 searches a month with a difficulty of 29, so it's still in the green. And so this may be a good keyword to go after, okay? So let me pull up my notepad. Let's go ahead and we're going to copy that, popular small dog breed. We'll put that in here. It's got a search volume of 1,900 and difficulty of 29. Okay, so that is pretty good. Now what we want to do, so that's just kind of a quick example of doing some keyword research. And again, I use Ubersuggest for this. You can also, though, you can go to Google and you can just, put in popular small dog breed. And here you can get some longer tail keywords, right? So popular small dog breeds that don't shed. You could go into Ubersuggest and see what the volume is for that. Hypoallergenic, so similar. Most popular small breed dogs. So again, these are all other good search terms that you can come up with, okay? And so this is another way to do keyword research, but it probably would be good to put those in Ubersuggest and see what kind of volume they have. But let's go here. So what we want to do is when you go into Article Forge, now Article Forge does have, I should have mentioned, a free trial. So, if you want to do a 5-day free trial, you certainly can. Their pricing is actually very good, but you can, use the free trial. It starts at basically $13 a month. And you get 25,000 words a month, so you could really get one article a day from this plan. So that's pretty cheap. And then if you use 27, this is what I have, 250,000 words a month. This is a good plan if you have multiple sites that you're working on. And so you maybe want to have multiple articles every day that you're putting out. So that's the pricing. So do the free trial. I'll leave a link in the description box down below for that. But now that we have our keyword, let's see. When you go into Article Forge, and we're in the new article section, create a new article. This is where you're going to put your keyword, popular small dog breeds, okay? And then you can choose what language you want your article in. And then this is where it gets a little interesting, right? Here's where you can say you want very short article, about 50 words, short, about 250 words, medium, about 500 words, long, about 750 words, or very long, about 1,500 words, okay? And here you can exclude topics. So this may be where you don't want things included. So you could put large dog breeds, medium dog breeds, etc. I'm not going to put anything in here. You can have Article Forge auto-generate your section headings, but if you want to be really specific, you can take this off and then put in your section headings, okay? And that's where we're going to come up with this outline, essentially, that we're going to use for our section headings. There's a couple ways you can come up with this outline. Number one, you can just go into Google, again, what are popular small dog breeds, and you can either go from what they come up with, Bulldog, Dachshund, Maltese, and use, pick 8 of these. And you could go into some of these articles, okay, 25 most popular small dog breeds in America. And again, pick out maybe 8 of them. So that's one way to do it. And then create your outline that way. So if we're making our outline in our notepad, we might just want to say, we're going to have an introduction, and then our small dog breeds are going to be Bulldog. I'm just going off of the results that come up here. Dachshund, Maltese. So again, I can just pick these. The Bichon. Let's see, what else did they have? The French Bulldog, which just won the Westminster Dog Show. Pomeranian. Okay, and let's do Yorkshire Terrier. And so this is one very simple way how to put your outline together. And then these are the sections that would go in Article Forge, right? So I'm just showing you one way to do that. So you'd come in here, and so for heading 1, you'd say, boom, Bulldog. Heading 2, Dachshund. Go back there, Dachshund. The Maltese. And so you just, as you can see, copy and paste, back and forth, and put all of these in. The Bichon Frise. Now you can, like I said, you can actually let Article Forge do this for you. It'll go out, it'll do the research, it'll create these subheadings for you. So you don't have to do this if you don't want to. You could just let Article Forge do it. A little more risky sometimes, but it really does a pretty good job, to be honest. So Okay, so we have those. So that's one way you can do that, and then you can come down and say, I always like to add an image. I think that helps with SEO. Having a video, it'll pull a video from YouTube. If you have your WordPress blog connected to Article Forge, then you can have it automatically post it to your WordPress blog. And if you have a connection with Word AI, it'll rewrite it if you want. And then you just click on Create New Article. So let's go ahead and have it run this article, okay? And while it's running that, let me show you another way that you can create your blog outline. So I have another AI content writer that works really well called WordHero. The main difference, however, between Article Forge, which we're using to create these long-form content, and most AI writers like WordHero, is most AI writers, they don't really generate long-form content. Now you can work with it, manipulate it, and kind of add paragraph by paragraph, etc., but it doesn't really spit out a 1,500 word article. So that's the main difference. So a little more hands-on, a little more interactive, a little more work involved, where you can see Article Forge, it's almost halfway done creating this 1,500 word article for us right now. But this is the other way. One of the main ways I use WordHero is because, as you can see, it has all these different tools, or engines I think they call it, inside that you can use for all kinds of different things, okay? So you can just, see as I'm scrolling through all of the different things. So I use WordHero in several different ways. One, sometimes I use it to create video descriptions for my YouTube videos. And for my blog posts, though, I use it in two different ways. One, a lot of times I may use it to add some additional intro, because Article Forge will create an introduction for the blog, but sometimes I think maybe it's a little thin, it might only be a sentence or two, and so I might use WordHero to generate a blog intro. So let me just show you how to do that. So here's our keyword. So we just go back, put the keyword in, and then you can say what kind of tone you want: excited, authoritative. Let's say authoritative, and then click Write for Me, and you'll see it's going to spit out some content pretty quickly. Okay, so here it gives you 3 options that you can choose from, and then you just basically, once you click on it, it copies it, and then you can go put it into your blog if you want. So I may use it as the blog intro section to help add some information to the intro, and then same thing, blog conclusions. I do the same thing. I use the blog conclusions because sometimes Article Forge doesn't write a great conclusion paragraph. But we're talking about outlines. So you can use something like WordHero to create a blog outline. So now if I click Write for Me, let's see what it gives us for a blog outline here. Okay, so here's an outline. Breeds that are popular and small, so that'd be kind of an introduction, and then it's going to talk about Chihuahua, Pomeranian, Yorkshire Terrier, Toy Poodle, and then a conclusion. And so you could take these sections and put those into these subsections and use those. Now you can see it's actually almost not exact, but pretty similar to what we had there. And so you can use an alternative AI writer like WordHero to do that for you. And then they also, in WordHero, they do have a listicles, which are really good, again, for blog posts, because it's going to make a list. Let's click Write for Me and see what it gives us from the listicle. Okay, so top 10 most popular small dog breeds. Popular small dog breeds, which one is right for you? From Chihuahua to Shih Tzu, a guide to popular small dog breeds, the pros and cons of small dog breeds, why these make the best pets, and what to know before you get I think it's supposed to say small dog breed. So this is, a little different in that this is kind of talking about small dog breeds in general, pros and cons, why they're popular, etc. And versus the outline, and what we came up with from our Google search was more like this, kind of talking about specific breeds. Okay, well now you can see we're done. And so while I was showing you how to do some alternative blog outlines that I use from WordHero, either using listicles or blog outline, And then I also use the blog intros and blog conclusions and videos. So I use Word Hero a ton. It actually works really, really well and is a nice add-on for some of the other things I do. But for long-form content, Article Forge, hands down, is the easiest. And so let's click to see the result. And here we go. So this is the article. Popular small dog breeds. Whether you're looking for a new family pet or just love a dog, there are several popular small dog breeds that are available. These breeds are known for their cute looks and friendly nature. Some popular small dog breeds include the French Bulldog, Pomeranian, Bichon Frise, and the Dachshund. Now, see, Article Forge knew we were going to be talking about these breeds, and so it included them in our intro paragraph. Now, sometimes I might, again, go back to Word Hero and again, maybe have an additional paragraph, maybe. You know, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. This one's actually a pretty good intro, but you could add a small section if you want. And then it jumps, you know, you might actually want to say here, let's talk about some of these popular small dog breeds. Bulldog. So again, if you need to change spelling, it'll let you know. Alternative spellings. Dachshund. But you can see very good long-form content that is specific. So this section just talks about Maltese dogs. This section only talks about Bichon Frise. This section only talks about French Bulldogs, okay? Pomeranians, just like what we put in, Yorkies. So this is what I meant by Article Forge a lot of times doesn't really have a good conclusion paragraph. You see, it just kind of ends with Yorkie. Right. So what we could have done, and as in one of those sections, is we could have for the section put conclusion, popular small dog breeds, and then it would have written a conclusion paragraph for us. But we didn't do that. So now what we can do is just save the article, and now after it's saved, number one, if you don't like it, you can spin it, make it different. You can export it as a text file. You can export it as HTML. Export it as a PDF. And again, if your WordPress site is connected to Article Forge, over here, you just go to this section and connect your WordPress site. You can have it post automatically, which makes it super simple. Now, what I usually do is I just click on the HTML and then, copy that. And then I just import it manually to my site, and it comes in looking just like this. So that is how easy Article Forge is to create content. Now, again, I could, should be around 1,500 words, and if I was to add a little second intro paragraph and a conclusion, then I would probably be at, 1,700, 1,800, pretty darn close to 2,000 words. And so that's how simple Article Forge is. And you can see it created this article in about 5 minutes, so it didn't take long. And so it actually probably took longer, to do some keyword research and, come up with our outline for our article, for our section headings. And then once we got everything set up in Article Forge, it did all the work for us, okay? So a lot of times, again, if you're using a different AI generator, like say Word Hero, if using their long form, then you can create a blog paragraph and you can kind of do it one at a time. Put in each of those headings, so have an introduction, and then have a heading about Bulldog. You have to put that in, have it write some information, and then you have to go and put the next. So it's a lot more. Okay, so that's just an example of how easy it is to use Article Forge to create long-form content for your blog. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and if you want to give the 5-day free trial a chance, then click my link down below in the description box. It won't cost you anything. Head on over, click try it for free, and give it a go. See how you like it, and then I think you'll be very happy with how it works. Thanks so much for watching.